The good news is that the palace has agreed to video screens in the royal parks.
And the bad news?
Crash barriers.
What about them?
Well, they're now predicting more than 2 million people will descend on London, and there aren't enough barriers to line the route. So we've gone clapping under the French for theirs. And there's something else I think you should see. Can we run that piece again?
Of course.
You're gonna love this.
Find their behaviour very disgraceful.
What do you think, madam?
I think it's disgusting that they have not appeared or said a word relating to all this.
Look, I know all this.
Wait for it. Not to have a flag up. I think it's a disgrace on the whole royal family.
OK, the Queen's not in residence today, but where the hell is the flag? Eh? You see what I'm saying about the establishment? They was hands.
Don't tell me there isn't a flag flying at half-mast over Buckingham Palace.
The people, she was their king and queen. Dodie and them two were together. It was a fairy tale come true.
Will someone please save these people from themselves? Fine, I'll call Balmoral.
And it's on.
Because as Prime Minister, I've really got nothing better to do.
Come on, dog. Come on. This firelight is all right. Bit damp. Oh, well, I brought some stew just in case. I think it's lamb. We could always have that cold.
No, we'll be all right.
Stay. Robin had a call from the Prime Minister, who expressed his concern.
About what?
About the flag above Buckingham Palace. He thinks it should be flying at half-mast.
And I hope Robin told him there isn't a flag above Buckingham Palace. There's the Royal Standard, which flies for one reason only, to denote the presence of the monarch. Since you're here, the flagpole is bare, which is as it should be.
Isn't it possible that for some people, the Royal Standard is just a flag? And that the flagpole being bare sends out the wrong signal?
No, that's not the point.
The point is, it's more than 400 years old. Never been lowered for anyone.
Your grandfather didn't get the flag at half-mast when he died. And if your mother died tomorrow, she wouldn't either.
Yes, Granny, but sometimes in a situation like this, one has to be flexible. It is just a flag.
What about the Union Jack? Was Mr. Blair's next suggestion. Heaven's sake.
The next thing he'll be suggesting you change your name to Hilda and mine to Hector. Who does he think he's talking to? You're the sovereign, the head of state. You don't get dictated to. You've conceded the idea of a public funeral. You've opened up the parks. That's enough.
Shh, boys.
You wait. In 48 hours, this will all have calmed down.
Well, in one sense, it's comforting. For the first time, my parents can see what it's been like for me all these years, being up against her popularity. Oh, but they're still making the mistake of thinking the Diana they knew from living and dealing with her will eventually be the one seen by the public, but it won't. The two Dianas, the public's and ours, bear no relation to one another at all. I've been thinking the flag of St. George's is at half-mast over Highgrove.
Yes, sir.
Well, make sure we get a picture of that in the papers, will you?
I'll get on to the tabloids. Call in a few favors.
What about a statement of gratitude to the crowds? Something heartfelt from myself and the boys, thanking people for all the flowers and so on.
Right.
Di was wonderful because she stood up to the establishment. We have no one doing that now. She said, you're detached, elitist people. We are paying millions of pounds to be better than us. And you've got to get out there amongst the people. We have a wonderful new Prime Minister in England, Tony Blair, a compassionate young man who, after 18 years of establishment Tory rule, it's such a breath of fresh air. And I feel he will do something about this in England.
Should this be the first stirrings of
What?
I don't know, something more interesting. You know, maybe this time people will find they've seen them for what they actually are.
Which is?
Bunch of freeloading, emotionally retarded, nutters.
That's just absurd.
Why? They live in a ludicrous cocoon of privilege and wealth. I mean, they don't pay tax.
Yes, they do.
Not on all their income. The Queen alone costs us, what, 30, 40 million a year?
Look, if you want to have a serious conversation
I do.
about the Constitution...
We don't have one.
About ways in which we, as a government, could phase out hereditary privileges, then fine.
If you're going to leave, will you take the plate?
But, you know, spare me the whole off with their heads thing.
Why?
Because it insults your intelligence.
The Queen cannot be expected to change.
It's unimaginable, this country being a republic. Certainly in her lifetime.
Why?
Because no one would wear it. No one wants it. It's just daft.
It's not a mother thing, is it?
What?
Well, if she were alive now, your mother would be exactly the same age. I mean, you're always saying how stoical she was. Old-fashioned, uncomplaining, lived through the war. I mean, come on, who does that sound like?
I'm going to do the washing up.
That's the stalking party off. Right. We'd better have a look at those papers.
Show us there's a heart in the House of Windsor, says the Sun. It's proof the royals are not like us, the Mirror. Time to change the old guard at Buckingham Palace Express. One can't help wondering whose advice they are taking, for it's clearly the wrong advice.
I'll try not to take that personally.
People have been yearning for a change in this country. Good. The result is a quiet revolution now taking place, led by the real modernizers, the British people. Revolution? Who wrote this? Where does this come from?
Where does it come from? You just won a huge landslide majority.
People want to see a change.
Why? What do you think it meant?
Ma'am, apparently the Prime Minister is on the phone for you.
Tell him to call back.
No, it's all right. I'll take it. Prime Minister?
Good morning, Your Majesty. Sorry to disturb, but I was just wondering whether you'd seen any of today's papers.
We've managed to look at one or two, yes.
In which case, my next question would be whether you felt some kind of response might be necessary.
No. I believe a few over-eager editors are doing their best to sell newspapers, and it would be a mistake to dance to their tune.
Under normal circumstances, I would agree. But, well, my advisors have been taking the temperature among people on the streets. And, well, the information I'm getting is that the mood is quite delicate.
So, what would you suggest, Prime Minister? Some kind of a statement?
No, ma'am. I believe the moment for statements has passed. I would suggest flying the flag at half-mast above Buckingham Palace. And coming down to London at the earliest opportunity. It would be a great comfort to your people and would help them with their grief.
Their grief? If you imagine I'm going to drop everything and come down to London before I attend to my grandchildren who've just lost their mother, then you're mistaken. I doubt there is anyone who knows the British people more than I do, Mr. Blair, nor who has greater faith in their wisdom and judgment. And it is my belief that they will any moment reject this mood, which is being stirred up by the press, in favor of a period of restrained grief and sober private mourning. That's the way we do things in this country. Quietly, with dignity. It's what the rest of the world has always admired us for.
If that's your decision, ma'am, of course, the government will support it. Let's keep in touch.
Yes, let's.
Bloody fool. And now your tea's gone cold.
Tony, Robin Janvrin on 1. He was listening in.
Robin.
I understand how difficult her behaviour must seem to you, how unhelpful. But try and see it from her perspective. She's been brought up to believe it's God's will.
She is who she is.
I think we should leave God out of it. It's just not helpful.
She just won't have seen anything like this since the abdication, and I cannot emphasize enough what effect that had on her. Unexpectedly becoming king as good as killed her father.
I'm afraid she's in a state of shock. This public reaction has completely thrown her.
All right. But first we have to deal with these terrible headlines. I'll see what I can do with the press.
I'm most grateful, Prime Minister.
But I can't promise anything. It's not me they want to see.
Good morning.
Your Majesty.
Morning, ma'am.
Thomas, where have they gone today?
Up to Abergavenny Reach, ma'am.
All that way? Remind me, that's right at the fork.
That's right, ma'am. You follow the track for about a mile past Glenhorach, and then you come to...
The river.
One of the lads will drive you.
No, that's all right. I'll manage. Thank you. Stupid.
Hello, ma'am.
I'm afraid I've done something rather foolish. I've broken the prop shaft crossing the river.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes. No, of course I'm sure. It's the front one, not the rear. Lost the four-wheel drive. Don't forget I used to be a mechanic during the war.
And are you all right?
No, I'm perfectly all right.
Well, come out straight away.
Yeah, would you? Thank you very much. Yes, I'll wait by the car. You are kind. Bye. Shoo! Shoo, go on. Go on. Go on.
I've just been told there's a news cruise outside, waiting for you to come and speak to the people.
Yes.
What's all that about?
I told the Queen's private secretary I'd do what I could to help with the press.
Why? Don't you think she deserves it? Sitting up there on her 40,000 acres?
Yes, but allowing her to hang herself might not be in our best interests either. Besides, I think there's something ugly about the way everyone started to bully her. The first thing that you obviously think about is the rest of your family, and I think
coming to
at the
London,
moment,
Mr. Blair?
well,
She's
her
our
thoughts,
figurehead.
she is, and her thoughts are with us all. She wanted me to pass on to people here who are crowding around her.
For the moment to spare, the Prime Minister went down Downing Street with a word with some ordinary...
Are the boys?
Not so good tonight. A lot of slamming doors. I think they saw the papers.
Oh, no.
I'll take them out early again tomorrow morning. Let them take it out on the stag.
What do you think of the way the royal family has behaved?
They've made a serious mistake.
Pardon?
They've made a serious mistake.
Why, what do you mean?
Well, the family should have come down to Buckingham Palace on Sunday afternoon. All of them. That girl's been left on her own. She's on her own up there, and the place is empty.
Oh, please. Sleeping in the streets and pulling out their hair for someone they never knew. And they think we're mad. Have you seen the latest funeral guest list?
No.
I suggest you keep it that way. A chorus line of soap stars and homosexuals. Apparently, Elton John is going to be singing. That'll be a first for Westminster Abbey.
Good morning. It's 6 o'clock on Thursday, the 4th of September. I'm Penny Smith.
And I'm Matthew Lorenzo. As the first people start camping out on the route of Princess Diana's funeral cortege, questions are being asked about why the Queen hasn't addressed her subjects at this time of national grief.
And this is what the newspapers are saying this morning. The Sun, where is our Queen? Where is her flag?
The Express shows you care, picture of a grumpy Queen. The Mail, let the flag fly at half-mast, and inside, the Queen should be here to show her respects. But the flip side is, Blair more popular now than Churchill, shock.
But did any of them pick up on our statement of support?
Well, just the one. Statements of support don't sell papers.
Right.
Ma'am. The Prime Minister for you, ma'am. I'm afraid he's rather insisting.
I'll take it in the kitchen.
Thank you, Claire. Good morning, Prime Minister.
Good morning, ma'am. You've seen today's headlines.
Yes, I have.
Then I'm sure you'll agree the situation has become quite critical. Ma'am, a poll that's to be published in tomorrow's papers suggests that 70% of people believe that your actions have damaged the monarchy. And that 1 in 4 are now in favor of abolishing the monarchy altogether. As your Prime Minister, I believe it is my constitutional responsibility to advise the following.
Is Queen Elizabeth up yet? 1. Fly the flag at half-mast above Buckingham Palace and all other royal residences. 2. Leave Balmoral and fly down to London at the earliest opportunity. 3. Pay respects in person at Diana's coffin. And 4. Make a statement via live television to my people and the world. Swift prosecution of these matters might, he felt, just might avert disaster.
You will have to talk to Lord Chamberlain about all this.
Oh, I have. And to Robert Fellers, and it seems they both agree with Mr. Blair.
I see.
Something's happened. There's been a change, some shift in values. When you no longer understand your people, Mummy, maybe it is time to hand it over to the next generation.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Remember the vow you took?
I declare that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service.
Your whole life. That is a commitment to God, as well as your people.
But what if my actions are damaging the crown?
Damaging it? You're the greatest asset this institution has. One of the greatest it has ever had. No. The problem will come when you leave. But you mustn't think about that now. Certainly not today.
Oh, Mummy.
You must show more strength. Reassert your authority. You sit on as powerful throne in Europe. Head of an unbroken line that goes back for more than 1,000 years. Do you think any of your predecessors would have dropped everything and gone up to London because a bunch of hysterics carrying candles needed help with their grief? Huh. As for that silly Mr. Blair with his Cheshire Cat grin,
Mr. John Bryn on the phone for you, sir.
Yes? What? I can't hear! Well, that's madness! The whole thing! Bloody madness!
I've just been told you've decided we're to follow the Prime Minister's advice. I just want to say I admire. I think it's the right decision. Let's hope we haven't left it too late.
These are historic shots that we're witnessing. Clearly the Queen has had a change of heart. She's clearly responding to the need to feel that the royal family is somehow engaged. And these are flowers that have been brought to the gates of Balmoral so that she can actually see some token of what's been expressed down here in London.
Fish fingers, do you want any?
Be right there.
Thank God for that!
Afraid they're a bit bad.
with Ralisa Vasileva from CNN Center.
Britain's Queen Elizabeth will deliver a televised address Friday. The royal family has been accused of not showing enough remorse over Princess Diana's death.
Where are the boys? Have they already left?
Yes. They left for London after breakfast with Charles.
It's not right, you know.
No, but further discussion is no longer helpful either.
Oh, well. I suppose it does give the Gillies time to find another stag for the boys. Now theirs has been shot.
What?
Haven't you heard? He wandered over to one of the neighboring estates, where one of the commercial guests got him.
Really? Which estate?
Ma'am?
Oh.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Is it his lordship you've come to see?
Oh, no, please don't disturb him. No, I've come on another matter. I hope you don't mind.
There he is. There's a beauty, isn't he? An imperial, ma'am. 14-pointer.
He was wounded.
Yes. We got our guests in very close, had them lined up perfect. And still, an investment banker, ma'am, from London. I'm afraid the stalkers had to follow him for miles to finish him off.
Let's hope he didn't suffer too much. Please pass my congratulations to your guest.
I will, ma'am. I've done a draft of your television address.
Thank you. Was there anything else?
No, ma'am. Landing in 15 minutes.
I've got the Queen's speech. Shall I give Tony a copy?
No, let me have a look at it first.
He's next door.
And the anger, as somebody said earlier, perhaps was just that people grieving need to target their anger at somebody. And royal protocol might have been the thing. It got in the way. But royal protocol's being swept aside en masse today.
Very serious. Her Majesty and the Duke. Normally, it is a happy occasion when they're right here, and normally when they're out the front here, it's days like Trooping the Colour or V-Day or VJ Day. This is a tragic
It looks
occasion.
as though the Queen is about... She's getting out of the car, Wes, and is going to talk to people.
It's extremely unusual. This is almost unprecedented. I think perhaps the last time that the Queen was among her people outside the palace was the day the war in Europe ended.
It really isn't it as if the public and the royal family, the monarchy, have had a bit a quarrel this week, and now it's being healed in some measure.
Like a family spat. Not unlike the
hardly a
family
spat.
spats that they could acknowledge with Diana. I mean, Jenny is quite right to say that whatever the professional ups and downs between the Queen and the Princess.
They sent a copy of the Queen's speech.
Careful to say, scrupulous to say.
Might want to scrape the frost off it first.
Friend to her. And I think the Queen was very generous in recognising that her oldest son wasn't always the easiest chap to be married to.
Well, I phoned them with a couple of suggestions to make it sound like it came from a human being.
Yeah, all right.
She was indifferent.
Well, at least the old bat's finally agreed to visit Diana's coffin.
You know, when you get it wrong, you really get it wrong. That woman has given her whole life in service to her people. 50 years doing a job she never wanted. A job she watched kill her father. She's executed it with honor, dignity, and, as far as I can tell, without a single blemish, and now we're all baying for her blood. All because she's struggling to lead the world in mourning for someone who threw everything she offered back in her face, and who for the last few years seemed committed 24/7 to destroying everything she holds most dear.
Hello. Would you like me to place those for you?
No.
Oh.
These are for you.
For me? Thank you. Thank you very much.
There's been a last-minute addition from Downing Street. They're suggesting adding "and as a grandmother" here.
Right.
Think you can say it?
Do I have a choice?
We're ready for you, Your Majesty. Just to confirm, this is going out live.
Fine.
And you'll be at the front of the 6 o'clock news on all the channels.
Yes.
Final check. Okay, nice and quiet. 10 seconds, everyone.
We cross now live to Buckingham Palace for the Queen's tribute to Princess Diana.
Since last Sunday's dreadful news, we have seen throughout Britain and around the world an overwhelming expression of sadness at Diana's death. We have all been trying in our different ways to cope. It is not easy to express a sense of loss, since the initial shock is often succeeded by a mixture of other feelings: disbelief, incomprehension, anger, and concern for those who remain. We have all felt those emotions in these last few days. So what I say to you now, as your queen and as a grandmother, I say from my heart.
Heart?
First, I want to pay
In what
tribute
heart?
to Diana myself.
Doesn't mean a word of this.
She was an
That's not the point. What she's doing is extraordinary.
in good
good times and bad. She never lost her
That's how to survive.
smile and
Listen
laugh.
to you.
Not when
But a week
far
ago,
out
you were
from her warmth.
the great moderniser, making speeches about the people's princess.
I admired and respected her
Now you've gone
for
weak
her
at the
energy
knees.
and commitment to others, and especially for her devotion to her two boys.
You know, I don't know why I'm so surprised.
Loss that they and the rest of us.
At the end of the day, all Labour Prime Ministers go gaga for the Queen.
No one who knew Diana will ever forget.
What?
Millions of others who never met her but felt they knew her will remember her. I, for one, believe that there are lessons to be drawn from her life and from the extraordinary and moving reaction to her death. I share in your determination to cherish her memory. I hope that tomorrow we can all, wherever we are, join in expressing our grief at Diana's loss and gratitude for her all too short life. May those who died rest in peace, and may we, each and every one of us, thank God for someone who made many, many people happy.
Diana's coffin, now on the move, the short distance from St. James's Palace to her home at Kensington Palace for the final night before her burial tomorrow. It's incredible. Less than a week. Who could have imagined such scenes?
I would like to end by thanking God for the small mercies he's shown us at this dreadful time, for taking Diana at her most beautiful and radiant, and when she had joy in her private life. Above all, we give thanks for the life of a woman I'm so proud to be able to call my sister, the unique, the complex, the extraordinary and irreplaceable Diana, whose beauty, both internal and external, will never be extinguished from our minds.
So off to see your girlfriend?
Now. Robin, good to see you.
Prime Minister.
Tony, please.
Prime Minister, Your Majesty.
You sit down.
Thank you. good to see you again. After what's been quite a summer. I'm referring to your visit to India and Pakistan, where your comments on ending historic disagreements went down very well. And the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, I spoke to the Prime Minister of Malawi, and he was saying how much he appreciated your tough stance on Nigeria. I meant to tell you at the time, but you were being monopolized, rather. I imagine those occasions must be quite difficult. 24 heads of government, each clamoring for a private audience. Also, we haven't had a chance to speak since that week. And I wanted to offer my apologies.
Whatever for?
In case you felt manhandled or managed in any way.
No, not at all. I don't think I shall ever understand what happened this summer.
Well, the circumstances were exceptional, ma'am. And in the end, you showed great personal strength, courage, and humility.
You're confusing humility with humiliation.
That's not true.
You didn't read the cards on the flowers outside the palace that Friday.
I actually think history will show it was a good week for you.
And an even better one for you, Mr. Blair.
But there are 52 weeks in the year, ma'am, and 2,500 in the time since you've been Queen. And when people come to assess your legacy, they won't remember those few days.
Oh, really? You don't think that what affection people once had for this institution has been diminished?
No, not at all. You're more respected now than ever.
I gather some of your closest advisors were less fulsome in their support.
One or two. But as a leader, I could never have added my voice to that chorus.
Because you saw those headlines and you thought one day that might happen to me. And it will, Mr. Blair. Quite suddenly and without warning. So, shall we get on with the business in hand? Oh, look. Oh, I do love this time of day. Shall we walk while there's still light? You know, the clocks go back next week. It'll be dark before 5. But I do hope you're a walker.
I am.
Good. I always think these meetings have a far greater chance of success if the Prime Minister is a walker. 1 in 4, you said, wanted to get rid of me.
For about half an hour. But then you came down to London and all that went away.
I've never been hated like that before.
And that must have been difficult.
Yes. Very. Nowadays, people want glamour and tears, the grand performance. I'm not very good at that. I never have been. I prefer to keep my feelings to myself. And foolishly, I believed that was what the people wanted from their queen, not to make a fuss nor wear one's heart on one's sleeve. Duty first, self second. That's how I was brought up. That's all I've ever known.
You were so young when you became queen.
Well, yes. Yes, a girl. But I can see that the world has changed. And one must modernize.
Well, perhaps that's where I can help.
Oh, no. Don't get ahead of yourself, Prime Minister. Remember, I am the one supposed to be advising you.
So, tell me, Mr. Blair, what might we expect from your first Parliament?
Well, ma'am, top of the list is education reform. We want to radically reduce classroom size. Create a much lower teaching pupil ratio.